Have you ever seen those special TV shows or movies? You know the ones that are so wonderfully, unintentionally bad, but they bring you so much joy and captivate you, but for all the wrong reasons.
Well, we here at B-Watch Rewatch absolutely live for these underdog gems.
So buckle up, Busters, and please allow us,
Colin
and Cadence, a sibling duo who share a passion for such cinematic excellence, to take you on a wild ride through all the TV shows and movie plots you never knew you needed to hear.
Hello, everybody. It's Colin.
Hi, it is Cadence.
And
man, guys.
We are wrapping up a shit show. I mean, oh boy.
Woo!
I'm sad to be ending this, but also not sad.
But also not sad at all.
I'm sad to be ending it because you and I finally got to embrace this film, which you always, I mean, Twilight, love it or hate it, it was a big staple in the 2010s.
Yes, it was a cultural moment.
It was a cultural
to say
moment.
the least.
So I'm glad I got to at least experience it, but it could have been 3 movies. Easily could have been.
Easily.
And that's giving it.
Easily.
That's giving it a lot. Like, it could have been 3 decent movies, but
maybe
nope.
even 2.
Maybe
even two.
And
Yeah.
we said this I think we've said it every episode. The first 2 were like, okay, I get it. You're a 12-year-old girl in Ohio. You're like picturing yourself as Bella between hot Jacob and Edward. And it's dumb, but it's like, this love triangle between,
It's cutesy. It's romantic.
It's dumb, but then it just goes off the fucking rails. And man,
we addressed this kind of with Eclipse, but it was
boy.
very much at that point, the lore is too much. Stephanie Myers did not know where she was going with this. She just threw darts at a board. There's no lore chart. Nobody's keeping order or track of anything that's going on. So she just throws it all to the wall, man, and sees what sticks.
I know. And if anybody out there, if anybody listening out there is like, no, there's actually like a really, really complicated, very thorough lore, then just watch the last movie. And then it will all go out the window.
It all unravels so fast. You know what? Speaking of lore, let me just take this moment, okay? This is not Twilight related, but we have one video that went semi-viral on platforms. It's our Return to Oz video about the gay gnome king and his sassy red shoes.
Love it.
How much we love him and how much he loves those shoes.
Every time I watch that clip, I laugh.
We have had an influx of people in the last little while that are letting us know that Dorothy does not, in fact, fall out of the balloon. The shoes do not fall out of the balloon. That is not how they end up with the Gnome King. Somewhere in the movie, we got that mixed up. That did not happen.
The Gnome King says, when you were out of the balloon, they fell into his little rock mountain. That's what I remember. Something
we interpreted from the movie is not correct because several people have corrected us about this, and even the Oz vlog that reposted us, she was super sweet. She's a very popular, like the most popular Oz channel, and she was very sweet about it. And she was like, "This is my one nitpick is that's not it, but I've always thought the Gnome King was queer."
So how did he get those ruby slippers?
Someone told me, but I can't remember. I'll have to go back and look at the comments.
I swear to God, in the movie, he's explaining how he got them, and he's like, "Yeah, they fell out of the hot air balloon when you were going back." I guess there's going to be stuff that we miss. I mean, come on.
That's what I thought too. I'll see if I can find it.
You and I trying to watch a movie? Of course.
A few moments later.
Okay, I'm recording this right now because we're just, I know this came on randomly.
Okay. Let's back up.
We were talking about the Return to Oz.
We paused because I was like, let me look up this Oz thing. I was going to fact check it. And he was like, I don't know. I feel like I got it right. And I was like, well, also, did you listen to the Moonfall episode? And
but this I do not remember, and I'm trying to, for the life of me, what I was thinking.
Okay. So Colin hadn't listened to the Moonfall episode yet, so it escaped his memory. But I was like, hey, remember how you told me that those little moons the aliens made in Moonfall were powered by potatoes?
It sounds so... I don't know what I was thinking.
I don't know what you were thinking either.
Oh my God. I must have been, maybe had one too many hot toddies that night, because I swear to God, they powered something with potatoes. They were like harvesting potatoes. But that was no part of the movie whatsoever.
You were like, and you were so like enthusiastic about it because you were just like, I swear to God, this is exactly what happens in the movie. This is exactly the fucking plot. I'm not lying to you at all.
It didn't happen at all. I honestly, I'm in shock because I'm trying to think, because that was a while ago, obviously. But for the life of me, I don't know where or how or why I thought that potatoes did that. Maybe I dreamt it and I thought I would watch them. They don't even talk about potatoes.
But I rewound it. I Googled. I was like, are they powering stuff with potatoes in Moonfall? And Google was like, bitch, what? No.
But Google was like, not enough people have even watched this movie. What movie are you even talking about? Because it was so bad. It was Catwoman bad.
The other thing is that you also said, I edited this out because if I would have left everything you misunderstood about that movie in there, it would not have been an intelligible episode. It would not have made any sense.
You know what? I checked out of that movie because it was so bad. And we weren't even doing it for the podcast. That's the funny thing. I must have checked out so bad because it was awful.
So you said, and this movie is like so bad that it's like, I guess the world's being destroyed, but you never really like see anything get destroyed. It's just implied. Meanwhile, there's like the whole moon is like crashing into the earth and people are on fire. Buildings are getting knocked over.
I did not say that.
Yes, you did. And then you were like, they blew up the moon. And I'm like, no, they didn't. They didn't blow up the moon.
Needless to say, that was a mess. Needless to say, that was a total fucking mess. I don't know where my brain was. And that's like, I literally sat and watched that movie. I do not know. Oh my gosh. I checked out. I must have checked out. Must have had a drink and I just must have totally zonked out and made up my own. Because the moon does come alive. It has like, it's harvesting, like, it doesn't matter. This is all for a disclaimer, okay? We're going to get some things wrong.
This is all the same. We may not always follow it.
There are bound to be things that we miss, because I'm sure even with Twilight. But that's so funny, because I even remembered saying that, and I remember talking about potatoes and laughing, and I remember like, this is so crazy, but I have now that you're saying that, all I remember is them getting there, and I remember this like person coming out of the moon and talking about getting energy from potatoes, harvesting them on the moon.
Oh, you absolutely.
You know what? Let's just get back to what we're doing now.
I would have given my left arm to watch a movie where someone came out of the moon and talked about harvesting energy from potatoes. I'd have been like, this movie kicks.
And there's probably a reason you did not release that episode until now. Oh, that's so funny, because I don't know where my mind was with that. That is hilarious. Either way.
Yeah, that was the only we got really sidetracked. But yeah, we're just saying sometimes, we make mistakes. We're only human, and no one has to remind us anymore that that's not how the ruby slippers came into the possession of the Gnome King. Okay, just stop driving it in.
I probably just potatoed it. You know what? If we get something wrong, it doesn't matter. We just potatoed it.
That's true. From here on out, if we potato it.
Yeah, we just potatoed it because
we'll just be like, you know what? We accept responsibility for potatoing that one.
I'm sorry that in Pee-wee's Big Adventure we got the color of his bow tie wrong.
There are bigger fish to fry. I'm just giving out just generally like, you know what? If you have that thought, don't say it out loud. Don't type it. We're good. We don't need to know. Thank you, though.
Well, except for Moonfall. I don't want to make it like gaslight people. Were there potatoes on Moonfall?
I'm just saying in this Return to Oz, in case of Return to Oz, that's the one thing where we're like, we're clear on it.
Okay, yeah.
We don't need any more
Just
reminders.
that
Other stuff, feel
particular-
free to correct
Yeah.
us on.
Correct us all you want.
People got a good laugh over it. It was worth it.
That's hilarious. I still am. I'm more just laughing because I'm boggled as where my head went. I was convinced.
I'm also boggled, incredibly boggled when I was editing it.
The brain, it's a weird thing, isn't it? So anyway, we are doing the final installment of the Twilight series. This is Breaking Dawn Part 2. I really do feel like it could have absolutely been, like we said, not even could all the Twilights been condensed into 3 movies. This absolutely did not have to be 2 movies.
There was no reason on God's green earth that it needed to be Breaking Dawn Part 1 and Breaking Dawn Part 2, other than they just wanted to make some extra money. That's all I can
Well, and I was talking to Cadence about this offline. Industry term. There was like Mockingjay Part 1 and 2 of the Hunger Games.
Right. Hunger
and
Games.
then there was the Harry Potter, obviously, the final one. There was like one other one that was real popular around that time, but I think Stephanie Myers was just trying to...
Yeah, Stephanie Myers was trying to join the club of like very elite literature, being like, this is too complex to put
so
it just in one
that
movie.
We need to... But you know what? She actually pulled a fast one, and this is why I really respect her, because she didn't have the material to make it 2 movies. But man, in the last one, she fucking just did it. She's gonna throw a bunch of shit on that fire.
I will make
You
this
think you have a
material.
vague understanding of what's going on? Think again, suckers. This is the last of the movie. Shit's gonna get thrown on its head.
It's vaguer than Alice's visions. Let's just say that much. It is vaguer than visions.
Last episode, we left with Bella. She had just given birth to her baby, but she also died.
She had been chomped.
She'd been
by
choked by Edward because, he had to bite through her stomach and get the umbilical cord. So at the very end of Part 1, her eyes open and she's got red eyes. So she's full turned vamp. So now we're just starting right back up. Bella has just woken up from this tragic thing that had happened. You would think like, oh, where's my baby? Where's my baby? Nope. She can't see her baby yet. Edward's like, before you see your baby, after this whole you just died, turned into a vampire for the rest of your life, and you had a baby.
The rest of your eternal life.
Eternal life. Oh, well, first off, actually, let's back up just real quick. The intro to Twilight, Breaking Dawn Part 2, the fucking 10-minute intro of that stupid
yes.
1,000 years I would cry over. Like, it just keeps going, and they introduce every single character.
Every side character, every person you've ever seen on screen.
Even Emo Eric. Emo Eric gets his own.
Worm guy's holding his stick with the worm.
It's literally like a worm guy. Like literally every single person. And it goes on for so long. It's hilarious. So after that happens, Bella wakes up.
Yeah, she wakes up and you can tell she's a vamp, guys, because she can see every single fiber of the carpet.
Well, she's hot now too, apparently. Apparently she put on makeup when she was giving birth.
And she has like her whole entire style changes. She goes from being cool girl Bella in chucks and jeans and stuff to like a politician's wife's dress and like long hair.
Silky blue dress. It was funny. I think Stephanie Myers is like, she's a vampire now. When I say she's hot, I mean Kristen Stewart's wife. But like they make her literally, they put makeup on her, like her hair's curled. She's in a blue silk dress. But Edward's like, girl, before you see your baby, before anyone asks any questions about you, you're going to need to hunt.
Renesmee.
She's incredible.
Where is she? I have to see her.
Wait. You need to get your thirst under control. Yeah, you need to hunt.
And of course, Bella rocks ass at it. She doesn't struggle at all. She's got it down.
In my notes, I was like, we have now evolved from Bella being the coolest girl of all the girls into her being the coolest vampire of all the vampires. Because the rest of this movie is people just being impressed by what a cool vampire Bella is and how she's not like other vampires.
Actually, have you ever heard of the Mary Sue trope?
No.
So, a Mary Sue is a fictional character, often a young woman who is portrayed as unrealistically perfect and free of flaws or weaknesses. They are typically depicted as exceptionally talented, well-liked by every other character, and succeed easily in the story without much effort or conflict. This character archetype is often found in fan fiction and can be seen as a form of wish fulfillment for the author. I had never heard of this before, but...
Stephanie Meyer, we see you.
We see you.
We see you, girl.
But Bella's a Mary Sue.
Yes. I had never heard that before, but that actually
Neither had I.
is perfect. Thank you for showing that little literal...
Literary.
Literary, that's the word I'm looking
There
for. I
we
was
go.
like, literature associated. What are we going for here? temperature adjacent term. They make out a little bit. Edward and Bella, they're like, oh, we're the same temperature now. That's so cool. And she's like, I'm going to wait to see the babe. I got to go satiate my hunger. Remember now, as we learned from Jasper in Eclipse, that newborn vamps are never more powerful or more thirsty than when they are newborn vamps.
Mm-hmm.
So Bella is up against this like mind-altering thirst and hunger for human blood, and her strength is unprecedented.
Oh, but she overcomes it in one hunting trip.
She has this is what happens. She has one brief moment of temptation. This is what it is. They immediately go out running through the forest in her politician's dress. As she is hunting a deer, in the distance, she sees a mountain climber climbing on a mountain.
Which is dangerous. By yourself, solo mountain climbing in Washington, nobody else is around him. He's just asking for death.
So she can sense him because she's obviously a newborn vamp and she's very powerful. And she needs that human blood so badly. And then he skins his knee and blood comes out.
Oh boy. The real temptation begins.
So then she's like, I really gotta be over there. So she books it over to the cliff where he is, gets on the cliff, and then Edward flies up, climbs up, whatever vamps
Super
do to
speeds
get to
up.
the top of a cliff.
No, stop! I'm sorry, I didn't realize there'd be people this far from the trails.
He's like, Bella, you do not want to do this. And then she's like,
I have to get out of here.
I gotta get out of here. And so she jumps off the cliff. And that's it. That's her only
That's her
moment of
temptation.
temptation.
She's got it covered. She's now the most powerful, fastest. And I love how she's running in her politician's dress and she can like see everything. Like she sees spiders and spider webs. And then she sees this dandelion open, which I'm thinking that's if you're going really slow. You'd be seeing that open, right? Like if you're going so fast, you would not be seeing a dandelion open.
That also
would be
very true. That's
completely
like
opposite.
a time-lapse situation.
Time-lapse
for the
situation,
dandelion.
which means you would be going extremely slow. Neither here nor
She
there.
thinks she's
just-
going so fast, but everyone else, she's just like...
But she's like, I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna overcome this really quick and show you how great I am. And then just because Bella is purely pure, right?
Yes.
She sees a deer and you're like, oh, Bella, she's gonna have a shred of like non-purity by killing this beautiful creature. No. Her mountain lion comes out and almost kills the deer and she kills the mountain lion.
Oh, she's so horned up for human blood that she's like, oh, I will wrestle the fuck out of this mountain lion.
Kills that.
I am a vamp right now.
And as an audience, you're like, oh, she still is good because that poor little deer was going to get eaten by that mountain lion, but now she killed the mountain lion.
Now she's even going to be a vamp who rescues deer from mountain lion. That's just Bella for you.
And then after that, they are done with their hunting trip and they're walking back to the Carlisle's lodge. She just literally, we watched it on screen. She killed a mountain lion. No blood, not even a drip on her mouth. Nothing.
Nope.
She's perfectly clean. Not even dirt. Like there's no leaves or anything. She's the supreme leader vamp. She's already overcome every problem and she's cool now. I mean, that's kind of how it is because the rest of the movie, she's like, okay, that little particular bloodlust, that's just done. That's a hurdle past. We're done. That's never going to affect Bella again.
It is wild how they spend the entirety of Eclipse talking about how powerful newborn vamps are and how unquenchable their thirst is. And Bella actually gets up close to a bleeding mountain climber and then just is like, nope, and is done. And you never hear about it again. She never struggles with it again.
I gotta get out of here.
I gotta get out of here. And then
That's what I mean.
oh.
That's something that you just put in the back of your brain. She'll never struggle with that again.
I'm going to finish this thought up with, as they're walking up to Carlisle's house, then Edward has to go out of his way to vocalize it by going,
I'm amazed. You ran away from human blood mid-hunt. Even mature vampires have problems with that.
I'm amazed you ran away from human blood mid-hunt. Even people who have vampires who have practiced resisting temptation have trouble when they're that close to blood.
She's like, not me.
And immediately you could resist it. So already we know that she is now going to be the Lord and Savior of all the vamps. She was already Lord and Savior of the humans. Now she's moving into Lord and Savior of the vamps. And we're excited to see where this journey takes us.
We're excited to see that politician vamp savior. So after the hunt and they're walking up, of course Jacob's there.
You're still here.
So are you?
Because of course Jacob's there. He walks out of the house.
I guess Jacob Jacob just sort of moved in because he just lives at the Cullens house now. He's there this whole movie.
Yeah, this
Never goes home.
This werewolf vampire feud that's been going on for generations, it ended real quick because now he's like moving in Three's Company status.
I was going to say this could be a quirky sitcom,
It
just
really
like
could at
werewolves and
this point.
vampires, making it work.
They go inside and everyone's like, Bella, you might want to see your baby now. I know that you went on this hunt and you've overcome this awful vampire thing in seconds.
You will never be tempted
Congratulations.
again.
You will never be tempted
Good job.
again. Here is your baby. And I know we're really late on this. There's been so many memes and everything, but God, that baby. Just hire a real baby, dude. Pay your real baby actor.
Oh, guys, what were they thinking? What were they thinking? I read somewhere a long time ago that it was like, well, this baby has to grow really quickly. That's part of the plot. So in order to kind of compensate until she gets like 6 or 7-ish, they just needed a baby that was easily adaptable. But I'm like, this was not it, guys. This
was not
this did
it.
not solve your problem.
No, just get a baby and put a wig on it, dude. Get a baby, put a wig on it,
Put
make
some
it.
dentures
put
in
some
there.
dentures in there, give it some baby spanks, and you're on your way.
It would have been better than this.
Because again, this was what 2011-ish, 12-ish. So CGI was well on its way, but you know.
But if you think about like Lord of the Rings had already come out like 10 years before that. And if you think about the effects that were in Lord of the Rings versus the fact they couldn't keep this baby's face on the front of its head is wild. It's wild.
Renesmee is definitely terrifying.
Oh, horrifying.
She's horrifying. But Renesmee gives her sweet little hand gesture to Bella.
Yeah,
that
she,
sweet
like,
little
puts her
robotic
little-
hand. And it like clearly, dude,
Yes.
someone got a pencil and typed a baby doll hand to it. And just caressed
held it
Bella's
up.
face because I'm like, okay.
Do you remember when Neely's in the Alaskan wilderness and the bear attack?
Okay, well, that was genuinely a bear claw on the end of a broom.
It was just a taxidermied bear claw that someone was like, "Roar."
That's exactly what this felt like. It was like SNL. And I'm Junie.
Yes, baby
it was
hands.
like baby hand.
Yes.
Then Jacob's kind of acting weird. You know, he's like,
All right, that's enough experimenting for one day. Jacob, she's doing great. Yeah, let's not push it though.
okay, that's enough. And Bella's like,
What's your problem?
Jacob, like, why the hell are you being so fucking weird? Because he really
This
is
is
being
my
very strange.
baby.
He's trying to get everybody to stop.
And he's like, that's enough. That's enough to stop looking at her. It's enough looking at her for one afternoon. He's like gathering her up. And she's like, I bore this child. What the hell are you doing, Jacob? Then Rosalie turns around and she's like,
Do tell her, Jacob.
oh, this is going to be rich. Because remember, we learned at the end of the last movie that Jacob has imprinted on this baby, but Bella's been unconscious. She's been vamping. And so she's about to learn this for the first time. When Rosalie says this, then Bella's like, wait, I'm sorry, what are we talking about right now? And she looks at Jacob and he's like, just remember, it's not what you think. It doesn't mean what you think it means.
You told me on the beach exactly what imprinting was. I know exactly what it is, Jacob. That is sick. Get out of my home, our home. I never want to see you. And Jacob's just like, it's not me. I remember I told you I don't have any control over it.
I don't have any choice over it. And she beats the shit out of him for a while. And Edward's
she's pissed.
happy to watch that. He's happy to watch that.
But then Jacob's kind of like trying to explain, like, it's not as incredibly bizarre as it seems. And then from my understanding, he's like, your feelings for me have gone away instantly because it was never about me and you. It was about me and this baby that you were going to have, which again, Stephanie Meyers, she's a literary genius because how that works, I'm not even going to try to get into it. He went through all of this so that he could imprint on Bella's baby that he fought against her to have.
Right. It was meant to be. It was fate. His werewolfness talked to the baby's essence before Bella was impregnated. It's that werewolf sense where he can see the future too, kind of like Alice a little bit.
But he also was in love with Bella before he became a werewolf. So
right. It's very, very complicated. And I think Stephanie Meyers is trying to backtrack. Like we said last time, it does seem like she needs a way to keep Jacob involved in the story. So she does the imprinting thing. But she does have to also now backtrack on the whole, like, this is the love of your life. This is your soulmate. You're bound to earth because of this person. That whole speech that Jacob gave.
Oh, you got
she's-
that? Oh, you caught that, huh? Yeah, Jacob, I caught the speech that you gave
We
to me. We all got it.
got that speech. So she's trying to like kind of walk that back and be like, well, it doesn't have to be gross. Like it could mean you're like a protector for someone, just someone you really care for. It's like your job to keep them safe. So Bella is not having it because she remembers the speech. She caught that speech. And so she's beating the shit out of him for a while. And then Seth, because remember like Seth and Leah and Jacob are kind of like part of their own little pack.
Yeah, they're a little pack.
Seth in wolf form jumps up to protect Jacob, and Bella just knocks the shit out of him. He's whimpering like, his back is broken, and Jacob's literally like,
He'll be all right.
he'll be okay. Just does not even skip a beat. And he's like crying.
broken,
He's like,
crying on
he's
a
fine.
rock.
Don't worry about it.
Again, this just symbolizes that Bella is literally, she can do whatever. Like she is the Messiah. She's stronger than everyone. Like even Edward makes a comment, like she's stronger, she's faster. Temptation's not a thing for her. Any kind of treaty from the past, she can break it, tear it up. She can do whatever she wants.
Override it.
She can control the world.
We also learned something important. He, in his defense of himself, says, all I want is for Nessie to be safe. And she's like,
Nessie? You nicknamed my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster?
Oh boy.
you nicknamed my baby after the Loch Ness Monster. And so it's double whammy.
She drops a few lines here and there, and that one had me laughing out loud. I literally was like, hey, this was the most acting I've seen from Kristen Stewart in all of these movies. But it was so, the way she said it, how she said it. Well, I guess that's the same thing. I was saying
How
what
she
she
said
was
it,
saying
the way she
and
said
how
it,
she
the
said
way
it.
she performed it.
Oh, I was like, this movie's gonna be gold. I was ready for the rest of it.
So after, I guess they've sort of made peace with Jacob because he's still around, because I guess he's officially moved in.
God, that would be weird though. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine one of your exes just, it's still, and I think also that's why the reason, which we'll get into a little bit, Renesmee grows up very quickly. Not
Right.
quite sure why, but maybe it's to like lessen the blow of how disgusting this imprinting on a child is.
That was my reasoning
Like
at
she's
the
gonna
end
get,
in my
hey,
notes.
she's gonna be
yes.
18 real quick. Don't worry about it, you
Mhm.
know? Because
Yes.
still not quite sure why Renesmee, because I think we kind of mentioned this. She does grow very quickly.
And I don't know if we did mention this, but when Bella meets Renesmee, she already has hair and teeth. And Bella's like, I literally just gave birth to this baby like 3 days ago.
Beautiful
and they're like, yeah, we
eyelashes,
don't really know.
full French tips. It's just the vampire way, dude.
So yeah, she's aging really quickly. So anyway, they're all in the living room having family time, admiring the baby. And Alice is here to do what Alice does best, which is celebrate Bella. And she's like,
Happy birthday.
I stopped aging 3 days ago.
Well, we're celebrating anyway, so suck it up.
happy birthday. And Bella's like, I'm a vampire now. And she's like, doesn't matter. I love birthdays. I love your birthday especially. I love throwing you parties. That's what I exist for.
And Alice has got a cute little shorter pixie cut this time. It just keeps getting shorter and more sassy.
And she's got like those really cool like sideburn wispy things that come
love
down
it.
to a point.
Love it, right to the corners
So-
of her mouth. So she kind of looks like she's like it's almost just right touching the corner of her lips. Love that look. Very hot look.
She's like, I have this surprise for you. Follow me. And she takes them into the woods.
Uh-oh, Bella's gonna get lost. Bella's a vampire, but she still doesn't know. She's just like, so she curls up in a ball and she dies.
That's the one thing she did not get is a sense of
It's
direction.
the one sad thing that Bella didn't. That's her one downfall. If the vampire army comes to attack, they're just like, just lead Bella into the woods, dude.
Just lead her somewhere. She can't find her way out.
But Alice presents to her this. I mean, you guys, it is Keebler Elf. It is freaking. What are those things that you make at Christmas? Gingerbread house, Hansel and Gretel. She's like, we just not use it. You need your own space. And nobody asks where did this house come from? Did you
Nobody.
steal it?
Yes. Did they own this
Did
property?
we buy it?
Did they kill the people
Did
who
you-
live there?
did you kill the
They ate
witch?
them? Like, what is happening? Bella's never like, oh, did you guys have another property on your land?
Don't ask, don't tell.
Or did you guys build this? Or do you want to give me more deets? Nothing. Not a question is asked.
She just goes, I love it, before seeing the inside.
And the key is like an old-fashioned, like,
Oh,
giant
yeah.
skeleton key.
Yep. And I love it because she goes inside and there are, I don't know if you caught this, so many damn lights. How many lights do you need? You're a vampire. You can There's 12. There's for every human, there's 22 lights. There's a chandelier. There's lit candles. There's sconces. There's floor lights. There's lamp lights. There's
lights in the bookshelves. Like lining the bookshelves.
Your electric bill will be so expensive. Like, why do you need so many lights?
I couldn't tell if the surprise was that Alice was like, surprise, we have another house on this property you didn't know about, or surprise, we redecorated and customized this extra property especially for you. I wasn't quite sure what the surprise was.
I think it was
like
the
we're
house.
gifting you the house, but did she know the house existed, or was it like we spent all this time redecorating this house for you?
We just went over this, Cadence. Nobody knows. You're asking questions.
Okay.
No
You're
one's
right.
gonna.
You're right,
I
you're
think
right,
she
you're right.
killed the witch from Hansel and Gretel, and she just gave it to him because it's Alice. She'll do anything for Bella and Edward.
That's probably logical. So Edward gives her a little tour. He's like, this is the baby's room. This is your giant walk-in closet. That's the size of an extra bedroom with a chandelier in it filled with a bunch of
chandeliers,
clothes that Alice put in here. So now she has to wear all these. That's why she looks. That was my other beef with this movie. She all of a sudden that she's a vamp, she's wearing very mature clothes. This girl's 18 years old and she's wearing business casual like the rest of them immediately.
Closet.
Wow.
Alice stocked it for you.
Clearly.
They go into the room and he goes, this is our bedroom. And she's like, but there's a bed in it.
Vampires don't sleep.
And he's like,
It's not intended for sleep.
not for sleeping.
We're not gonna sleep, Bella, sweet baby angel. They have this very like soft, romantic foreplay sex, and she's like, "Wow, you really let loose that time." And I'm like, "He broke a bed the fucking first time. He did not hold back." She goes,
You really were holding back before.
and I'm like, "They had the most like consensual, soft fireplace in the background, romantic sex." I'm like,
Yes.
"Wow, that's him letting loose." Okay.
At the same time, though, they had the worst honeymoon ever. She was begging him for sex, so I guess any sex is good sex. But secondly, it was very tame. And thirdly, he's a virgin. He's been a virgin for like 100 years. So after like 3 times of having sex, all of a sudden, he's just going to like let loose and it's going to be just like the best sex ever is not realistic. It's just not realistic. I'm sorry. You can be powerful. You can be vamp powerful. That doesn't mean you're going to be a good
at
lover.
sex.
And
Yeah.
I just do not believe he's good at it.
Breaking a bed does not mean he doesn't know what he's doing.
No.
I'm never gonna get enough of this. How are we gonna stop?
So next morning after that, no hold back sex, they walk back to the main house and they're like, dude, Charlie, little problem with Char, your dad. We're going to have to tell him you're dead.
Yeah, he keeps calling because according to his knowledge, she's still sick. He hasn't really gotten an update since she supposedly went to the Swedish clinic. So he keeps calling.
Poor Charlie.
I mean, he's in the total
Poor
dark.
Charlie.
Poor Charlie.
Sweet guy.
The thing about this scene that was giving me the giggles, you guys, is that they're at the kitchen table. Carlisle is on his laptop. He is tapping away, being a busy bee at something on that laptop. I want to know what the hell Carlisle is working on. What is he working on? What is he working on his laptop?
He's notes. He's taking notes because he's a doctor.
Oh, maybe he's transcribing his
Yes,
notes
he's
for
like,
his
you know what? You got to
patients.
take 2 grams of vitamin C each day after the surgery that I did. And by the way, give me some of your blood. And I'm going to hide it in my house.
It just cracked me up because he is a busy little bee.
He's the only one that does anything.
It's true. It's so true.
They don't sleep. They don't eat. They don't have jobs. They don't have hobbies. The whole time, you're like, what do they do all day? Like, Bella's finally being like, wow, this isn't as cool as I thought it was. Nobody works. Nobody sleeps. Nobody eats. We only listen. Nobody even has any interest except for Edward kind of playing the piano, which Renesmee picked up onto. She got that trick.
Very quickly.
And I think that's probably why it stood out to you so much, because you're like, wow, I haven't seen any vampire ever do anything to this point.
Anything at all.
Wild.
Yep, probably.
But they've got to figure out a way to not destroy Charlie's life and tell him that his only beloved daughter's dead. There's got to be a better way to do this. And Jacob's like, it's got me thinking.
He doesn't put 2 and 2 together because they're like, we'll tell Charlie tomorrow. Like, let's not answer the phone right now. We'll let him know tomorrow. And Emmett's like, I really am going to miss Forks. And Jacob's like, wait.
Wait, what? Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo. And they're like, well, duh, if we tell him that Bella's dead, no one can see her around town because that's going to ruin our cover. So obviously we have to go. Immediately, Jacob bolts, hops on his motorcycle.
Not going to let this happen.
Beelines it straight over
He's
to
like, no way.
Charlie's.
I've got to keep Renesmee in my life forever, which is, again, so strange. So he basically, he catches Charlie, and Jacob's plan is like, Charlie, stop. look at me. I've got something to tell you. Then he starts completely undressing, slow motion undressing. And you know Charlie's like, what the fuck is going on? He's giving him this look like, do I like this?
Do I like it? Is it inappropriate?
But Jacob's undressing so that he can turn into a werewolf. But if you've listened to our last episodes, we had a whole thing about like where his clothes go. He doesn't need to take off his clothes. He does this all the time, unless he really wanted to keep that outfit.
I think he wanted to save that outfit,
You're
honestly.
right. It's a good outfit. It is Renesmee. It's the day he met Renesmee outfit.
It's his Renesmee outfit.
So basically, he shows Charlie that he's a werewolf. And all he really says is like, things are going to get weird. Charlie accepts it, walks away. There's no questions, nothing. He's like, got it?
Things are going to be weird. We cut immediately from that scene of him being a wolf back to the Carlisle house. And Jacob has back up with Bella and Edward. He's like, hey, I just wanted to tell you that we no longer need to leave because Charlie's not going to be weirded out anymore. It's going to be fine. And she's like, what? If you told him I'm a vampire, then the Volturi is going to come after him. He's going to die. That's going to be a whole thing.
No, Bella, sweet Bella, shh. I told him I'm a wolf, dude. I said things are going to get weird. And that's all that no questions asked.
I left it at that.
Charlie seems fine with it.
He accepted that information.
And everyone's like, all right, okay, because Charlie comes over.
Keep in mind, Colin, he goes, well, I hope you're ready because Charlie's coming over in 10 minutes. And then they proceed very quickly, the Vamps, to give her like a
oh my God, the human
montage.
lesson. Jesus Christ.
How to be a human.
Remember to breathe in and out. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. She's been a vampire for...
And Rosalie's like, don't sit up so straight. And I'm like, do vampires all of a sudden get like perfect posture? They're like, when you become a vampire, your back is stick straight. You do not have bad posture.
You gotta like spread your legs. I'm trying to do like a, what do you call it?
I know.
Hello, Governor. You gotta, hello, Charlie. What's up? Like, this is how you gotta act when you're a vampire. Be casual. Start talking like total Cockney. Oh, that's what I...
Well, hello there.
Hello
there, Charlie.
Everything's fine here. This is my niece. Like, it's just... I forgot about that beautiful montage of teaching her to be a human.
So they're just like...
Main thing is not to move too fast.
Try taking a seat, crossing your legs. Maybe a tad slower. And blink at least 3 times a minute.
Hold your breath. It'll help with the thirst. Just don't forget to move your shoulders so it looks like you're breathing.
And don't sit so straight. Humans don't do that.
Keep in mind, guys, all these vampires had to practice being human for a long time. She's a newborn vamp. No one has more bloodlust and power than newborn vamps. And she has to come in contact with her very human dad with blood. And she does not flinch.
We've already gone over this. That is a hurdle she's leaped over. She's on the other side of that.
She's on the other side of it. You're right.
No more questions.
Okay, I got it. Move around, blink, slouch.
So Charlie does come over and everybody leaves them alone. And she's like,
I really think it would be better.
I want to know what happened to you.
I can't tell you.
I think I deserve an explanation.
You do. But if you really need one, I can't stay here.
Oh, come on. No more going away.
Dad, you're just gonna have to trust that for whatever reason, I'm all right. I'm more than all right. Can you live with that? Can you please just believe that I'll tell you anything that you need to know?
And I don't need to know this.
No. Really, you don't.
just trust me on this. If you want me to be in your life, you can't ask too many questions. And he's like,
got it.
I will accept those terms.
Got it.
And then he finds out that they have adopted a baby. Guys, these are 18-year-old kids. They're 18-year-old kids who got married months ago.
And again,
Months ago.
Charlie's a cop and he's not putting it together. He's not putting it together. Poor guy.
It is bizarre.
But he just accepts it. And again, writing at its best.
It's Renesmee.
Your niece.
My daughter.
Right. The adoption. She's got your eyes, Bella. Need to know, I guess.
He's like, this baby has your eyes, Bella. And she looks at him like kind of coy. And he's like, let me guess. I don't need to know. And she's like, sorry.
So I guess he did kind of put it together. I'm going to give a little Charlie a little bit more credit.
After Charlie leaves, I just want to really quickly talk about this scene because I got the giggles.
You just got the giggles so much. You've just had the giggles so much.
I did.
It's the 10th time you've said you've got the giggles.
I was giggling this whole time. Jasper is praising Bella because everybody has to praise Bella all the time.
Well done, Bella. I've never seen a newborn show that kind of restraint.
He's like, Bella, I've never seen a newborn vampire with that much restraint. And I used to train a vamp army of newborns, so I would know. I have the most experience with newborn vamps.
Yeah, Jasper, you tried to kill me when I got a paper cut, dude. Cool it. You're not the greatest. Like, cool it. Never turn your back.
He's like, I didn't even have that much restraint like 2 months ago when I tried to murder you at your own birthday party.
Let's just forget about that. Just like Stephanie Myers, let's just forget about all those instances.
Just forget about that. Then Edward's like, oh, she's the strongest out of all of us. And Emmett's like, oh, yeah, all of us? And so he like carries a giant boulder over, puts it down. They arm wrestle. Bella wins, obviously.
Then she punches the shit out of that rock.
she
boom, 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 boom. Right hook.
She just punches it. Kicking it. She's like wearing her politician's dress this whole time. And she's like, boom, 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 kick, kick, kick.
Boom,
and
boom.
everyone's just standing in a circle watching her punch and kick the rock and be like, wow, that Bella, she is kicking that rock.
Well, now we know what vampires do. They don't work, they don't sleep, they don't eat. They just sit around kicking rocks. They just sit around watching each other kick rocks while Carlisle types away on his computer.
He's
Fun
just watching her
life.
like, that's nice. Click, 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 click. Then the second thing that happens is the Volturi get word through the vampire grapevine that Bella is now turned into a vamp, and they send her a welcome package.
They're like, it's like signed with calligraphy. Welcome, Bella. Here's a little necklace. It's the Volturi necklace.
This giant.
Welcome to the party.
It's like a handwritten card.
And it is. It's like the size of like a full-grown man's fist. It's gorgeous. It goes perfectly with her beautiful engagement ring.
They match.
Together. It is so nice. But they give her this. They're very nice when you're on the Volturi side.
They write her literally a handwritten card. And I have so many questions about the welcome committee. Do they do that with everybody? Is it just Bella because she's so special? But every time a vamp is turned, do they welcome her to the family?
No, it's everybody. It's everybody. It's a full department, and they have to make a lot of those those necklaces.
Yeah, who's making those? Where are those coming from?
They have to source them from around the world, and whoever is making them or /sourcing them, let's rethink. Let's rethink our style.
Let's redesign those bad boys.
It's like the most conspicuous necklace ever.
Oh, this was a giant, huge diamond that's the size of like a baseball.
If you don't want people to think you're part of an ancient vampire society, don't wear this.
Yeah, because all of their medallions are like big gold V's and stuff.
Love it.
So it's like not at all inconspicuous. So they welcome her. But anyway, this is where things get dicey, okay? And there's a lot of little small details in this movie that are not necessary. So we're kind of going to just zoom over those because things get dicey at this moment.
Yeah, when Kaden says things get dicey, that means that this whole beginning of the movie, nothing's happened and we're just waiting. Like, we're like, where is this going?
You're like, oh, Bella's a vampire and life is good now. All the problems are solved.
Yeah. Because as a viewer, I like the first like an hour. The first hour, I'm like, what the hell is even going on with this movie? Where's the conflict? This is where we get the conflict. You guys might remember Irina. She dated Laurent.
The Real Housewife.
The Real Housewife, Irina. And I don't know if you guys remember, but, well, Bella didn't kill Laurent, but she was kind of involved in his death.
She was the reason.
So Bella's just out one day hanging out with Renesmee. Renesmee's 14 at this point. No, she's like 3, maybe 4.
I mean, it's only been a few months.
But she's growing rapidly.
But
so she
looks that old, yes.
They're out in the snow, and Bella just kind of launches Renesmee up in the air. And for some reason, Irina's like across the forest looking specifically at her. She was just in the right place at the right time.
She's literally like on this mountaintop, and she's just
She
like
zooms in,
alone.
and she's like, is that Bella? Is that Bella? What's Bella doing?
And she's also wearing like this luscious fur coat.
Oh, her beautiful hair.
Is this also, because like vampires don't get cold, right? Because they don't have a body temperature. So I'm like, I guess the coat's for style. I guess this is a Mr. Freeze situation where it's just all just for the
They
look.
have to blend in. They literally have to tell Bella how to act like a human and breathe. So they're really just trying to blend in.
They don't want to be caught in the snowy forest with no coat.
But that's the sad thing about vampires. They're trying to blend in so much that they're just painfully awkward that they're not blending in. Like the whole Cullen family at high school.
It's more obvious.
Like, come on, guys. It's more obvious because you're trying so hard to remember to breathe.
Yes, you're drawing attention to yourselves.
So Irina is like, is that Bella? I'm going to kill that bitch. And she's like, is that a kid? Is that Bella's kid? And she's like, oh, the Volturi are going to hear about this. Oh boy. She's pure that HOA woman who's just like, did that person paint their house?
She's a Karen. She's the Karen of the Vamps.
She's the Karen. Oh, she's ready to talk to the Volturi. And boy, oh boy.
I guess she takes like a red-eye flight to see them. And so she gets there as fast as she can in like 18 hours or something. She's like, oh, I will be there on Tuesday.
We still have a lot of questions. But she's just like, Volturi, I got something to say.
What a pleasant surprise. What do you want?
I have to report a crime. The Cullens, they've done something terrible.
Bella has a vampire baby.
Oh, my.
And this is where things get kind of weird because they have a strict rule in the pact, I guess, about making babies vampires.
Yeah, so they think and also you get this whole legend. Carlisle unravels this whole thing for us. We look through
legend. Sepia
old
tone.
books. Yeah, sepia tone, flashbacks, illustrations in the book.
I was dying because I was like, please let this be another scene of learning more about vampire secrets. Because I was like, at this point, you would think that she would know everything about vampires.
No.
She still has the opportunity to learn about more secret rules that the vampire world has.
Oh, because you thought you knew everything about the ins and outs, but you did not. Because now we have this little book. Carlisle's like, sit down, gather round. Let me tell you a story. There's
Father
this
Edward.
really cool Father Edward. There's this really cool thing about how a long time ago they made this rule.
So many rules. So many fucking rules.
Somebody turned a small child into a vamp.
Oh boy.
And let me tell you, they are cute as hell. But if they throw a tantrum, that's it for the village.
Hold on to your fucking hats.
Everybody dies.
Hold
they
on
don't
to
know.
your fucking hats.
They don't know how to control it. And the Volturi is like, this is a lot of mess to clean up. We don't want to mess with this anymore.
Burn it.
So we're going to just put a stop to it. They fucking throw the little baby vamp in the fire.
The way
light
she
that bad
does it.
boy.
The way she does it is you can clearly tell it's like a doll.
It's Dakota Fanning's character.
She throws it like it's clearly a doll and she's like, and it's clearly like just launching.
It's weightless.
It's weightless. And she just throws it right directly into the fire. It cracked me up.
This is part of this flashback. So now we're learning like, oh, the issue here is that Irina thinks they have turned a child. So they think this is like Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, that whole situation when they turn that.
Oh, duh. Because if you're a vamp, you can't get pregnant.
Yes.
Duh. Now it's making sense. So that's why Irina goes straight.
Exactly.
Because I was like, how does she automatically go straight to thinking that they made a vampire instead of just had a vampire baby? But now,
yes.
I get it. The
Yes.
semen, all of it, breaking beds, it all makes sense.
And I love, this is just not a sad. This is just a little side note. The way Arrow, the main Volturi vampire, puts his hand out to read people's thoughts is one of my favorite things ever.
Very delicately.
Because it's just the gayest little he's like, oh, sweetheart, let me hear your thoughts, babe. And so he puts his little hand in hers. He immediately sees the baby. He's like, oh, they're creating vamp babies. This is it.
For
Call
sure.
all the Volturi. We're heading out, guys.
And-
round up. Get your cloaks. Buy your tickets. We're renting a jet.
You
We're
think
all gonna fly out
she's
together?
exaggerating right now? No. There's a shit ton of Volturi, and they are all sitting around because we've identified the vampires don't do anything all day. They, as soon as someone hears that they made a vamp baby, they're like, yeah, get the pitchfork. They're like the Volturi
They've
are
been waiting for
waiting.
are tired of sending welcome notes. They are ready to fight.
You know what? Stop that welcome note. Turn it into an unwelcome note.
You are not welcome to the family anymore. Sorry.
Give us back that necklace, please.
Return.
This is where you're like, okay, now I see where it's going. But I still don't understand how the entire Volturi of all over the world, who all have matching coats, how they all have to come together to kill a baby. Like, it seems like overkill, right?
To say the least.
Like, I would be like, dude, I'm in Spain. You deal with this. You're you're Arrow.
Yes.
You've got this. Like, you don't need 1,000 people to come kill this baby in Forks, Washington. And it couldn't even be in a cool place. Like, it's not like, come to Bali. It's like Forks, Washington. We have to pack up and go to Forks to kill a baby. Come on.
Right. So he's like, regulators, mount up.
Down to clown till I'm dead in the ground. And that's just like, now you're seeing that montage. Boom, boom. Everybody's getting the Volturi letter. Oh, it's baby killing time.
It's baby killing
it's
time.
on.
But Alex Alice doesn't get a letter because Alice gets something more special. Alice is carrying a beautiful, gigantic vase of flowers into the room where they're all admiring the baby, Renesmee. And when all of a sudden, boom, 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 vision.
That's the Raven status. And of course she drops the vase. Because in every single one of these Twilight movies, a vampire's dropped something and it's broke. Wouldn't be
glass has to break somewhere.
Remember the salad bowl in the first one?
Mm-hmm.
And then there was one
salad
other
bowl,
thing.
all the champagne glasses.
Yes, the champagne glasses.
Party,
there's always
windows,
some breaking.
mirrors at the ballet studio. There's always glass breaking. So she's like,
They're coming for us. Aro, Caius, Marcus, the guard, and Irina.
the Volturi are coming. They have found out about the baby. They think it's a cursed vamp baby that somebody turned. They don't realize it's half human. And then she tells them they're coming at a really specific time.
Mm-hmm.
And that time is when the snow sticks to the ground.
Because now she's like an old oracle now.
Mm-hmm.
She's full oracle. Like Alice's whole character arc has changed a lot. And I'm like, okay, so they're coming by this arbitrary seasonal thing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what if the first snow never sticks to the ground? Like global warming,
Right. What if
temperatures
it's
are changing.
climate change situation?
Yeah. Are they never going to come?
Are they like, can't come until it snows?
And the Volturi are like, nope, that snow has got to stick to the ground. How long does the snow have to stick to the ground? Doesn't matter. How much snow has to stick to the ground?
And how do they find out about it? Because the word is traveling real slow. So is it like
Word in.
bad
Word in.
telephone game?
Word in. Beep, 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 beep. First snow
Morse
sticking
code.
to the ground. Round up. Time to go, boys.
There's a whole little basement of Vamps answering like the switchboards and reading the little Morse code.
Alice says the first snow sticks. And again, like, why can't Alice just send a little telepathic message to Arrow and be like, yo, it's a half human baby. Don't round up. Don't round up. Cancel the roundup.
Do not mount up.
Do not mount
Get
up.
unmounted.
Get everybody down. It's a half human. I can explain it. No, nobody does that. Nobody even picks up the phone. They're
No.
vampires. They're
No.
not idiots. Like Carlisle literally is on a computer emailing people. Bella emailed Alice 1,000 times. God, don't mail her, demon.
They're clearly using technology.
Just email the Volturi and be like, there's a little mix up.
And lest we forget, they have a fucking receptionist. They have a receptionist.
They do.
Someone's there to answer the phone.
I'm just letting you know the first snow has not stuck to the ground. So let's just start the conversation off with that. Secondly, it's not a vamp baby. It's a half human, half vamp baby. But because they can't do that, their plan is even better. And this is by far my favorite plot ever. They're like, okay, so the Volturi are coming to get our vamp baby because they think it's a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to like eradicate us because they also want to kill the Cullens because they have this weird like jealousy thing with the Cullens because the Cullens are hot and they live in the beautiful house. That's what I think. Because Arrow's like really excited to kill the Cullens. That's why he's like round up.
Oh, he's been waiting for this day. He's been like, one of these days I'm going to get them on a technicality. I'm not going to just go kill them because I could and I'm powerful. I'm going to wait until there's a vamp technicality.
He doesn't even blink twice at Irina's claim.
No.
He doesn't even fact check. He doesn't ever get any corroborating evidence. It's like, boom. Let's go.
Even Edward goes, when the Cullens are having their meeting and learning about the baby legend, Edward's like, Arrow's already got all the evidence that he needs. Just because
Literally
he read
one
Irina's
person.
thoughts. And I'm like, okay, so Irina's thoughts from a mountaintop like 2 miles away. That's it. He's collected all the data.
All the data he needs, and he's not giving up. That's why I think he has like this weird thing about Carlisle. Like they just have this.
He really is.
There
Well,
should be a movie
Carlisle
about
used to
that.
live with them.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like there was some
maybe
bad
there's like
beef.
roommate beef from before.
He didn't do his dishes.
There is.
He was dirty, and Arrow's been looking for a way to kill him.
It was like what we do in the shadows when they're like making the chore chart and they're fighting over the dishes and they both get up and they're like, that's how I
Carlisle
think
left
it was.
without doing the dishes, and Arrow's been looking for a way to kill him. But this is my favorite. So you're thinking, okay, how are they going to do this? Like, what's going to be the Cullens' plan? And they go, okay, okay. We have to let Arrow and the Volturi know that it's half human, half vampire. So we're going to go on an international nasty girl around the world tour and get all of our vampire friends to see Renesmee. They're going to go, oh, that's for sure half human, half vamp, not full vampire. And we're all going to get together and we're all going to have them say to the Volturi.
We're going to swear on some Bibles.
They're going to sit in front of the Volturi and be like a witness and say like,
be witnesses.
We know, like, and that's how it's going to end. Like, that's how they're thinking. Let's get all our vampire friends from around the world. And guys, we've got Irish vampires. Russian vampires, German vampires, Alaskan,
vampires.
and you're thinking, oh, well, how would you tell them apart? They are just as stereotypical as you think they would be.
Just imagine the stereotypical version of those things, and that is how you know. You can just spot them from a mile away. You're like, yep.
Like the Irish vampires literally have like a wool, like newsboy cap on, like a red beard, like the whole thing. The Russians are wearing like really slick black, like almost military uniforms.
The Indians are wearing their like saris and their robes and silks. And they're all gathering too. Like Carlisle and Esme are running around the world to ask this favor of their friends. And then I guess they're just like all flying back to Forks together because one by one,
they just trickle down into Forks.
Start arriving in Forks.
Oh.
And so they've been all over the world. I'm like, how much time is passing before the snow sticks? Why is the Volturi waiting until the snow sticks? If the Volturi knows, why not just head right over and get it taken care of? Instead, he's giving them like months to travel the world and fly all around the world and like collect.
Well, he's got to give him a chance to get a counter argument together.
He wants to feel like there's kind of some competition.
He can't just go kill him. He's a fair guy, so he's like, I got to give them time. But the fact that they know so many vampires from around the world and that they're so willing to be like, yeah, we'll come and be witnesses to this half vampire, half human monstrosity that your daughter-in-law made.
In fact, we know for a fact that one of them still eats people. So it's like they're also asking these vampires who still feed off human blood to come witness this half-human baby. And they don't know what's going to happen.
In a small town in the mountains filled with people that have been mysteriously dying by wild animals. It's a recipe for disaster.
The pinnacle for me of all the gathering is they've been around the world. Some people have come of their own accord. Some people, Carla and Esme, have gathered. As they're all outside having a chit chat at the International Meeting of Vamps, just two special guests come right around the corner through the trees.
Oh, you think I was ever going to miss them? Are you freaking kidding?
Were my favorite.
Oh, you guys.
These were my favorite.
We've got Plan B Tyra Banks. and her sister, maybe? I don't know.
I guess.
They are Amazonians from the Amazon.
And they are dressed
like
in full tribal Amazonian regalia.
And Tyra Banks doesn't say a word. She just stares hard.
Yes, her power is making people see whatever reality she wants them to see. So I think they're trying to emphasize her eyes. So they give her like this band of makeup around her eyes, deep eyeliner, and then she just stares with her eyes wide open all the time.
Not stop laughing at her. She has the most intense stare. And you know that actress was like, gotta play this part right. I need to be staring. She overdoes it. She looks like she's terrified. And it's just, I could not stop laughing. This is also where it gets really fun for me, and I don't know if it was this fun for you, but now we're starting to get even more vampire lore and secrets because not only is this International Nasty Girl Vampire World Tour, they all have cool little powers.
Hold on. Before we move on, did you also ask yourself how the fuck the Amazonians got there? Because I was like, did they take a plane in those outfits? Because they
stared at
change.
The flight attendants. She went to the airport, stared them down. They saw reality where they were buying them a ticket. And she stared down.
And they were dressed in totally normal clothes.
She puts the reality in everyone's mind. Like, this is cool. We're wearing leather.
This is totally fine.
We're wearing leather. Like, what is it? Like, I keep wanting to say thongs, but loincloths. That's what she did. She just stared at everybody until they gave her first class ticket. Because I'm thinking the same thing, too. Because, again, there's no time. You never know if it's been weeks, months. Like Cadence said, it's all, I think, as the viewer. And this is where Stephanie Meyer is a genius because I think she's making you as a viewer feel that same kind of emotional uncertainty that some of the characters are feeling by never knowing where the Volturi come tomorrow. Is the first snow going to be there? When is it? Like, we're feeling that same thing. So I think it's amazing.
Yes, it's just all up in the air. Everything feels like a surprise.
Yeah. Every single thing feels like a surprise. Nobody knows how long things have been. But I was going to say that Rami Malek was in this movie, which I was very pleasantly surprised
You
by.
love him.
Oh,
you love that little guy.
Rami Malek.
Little pocket-sized Rami Malek.
I
His
love
big
him
old
so
eyeballs.
much. And he is also the last airbender, apparently. He can morph water.
Surprise!
Another 70 Myers surprise. He can cause earthquakes, and he's like literally like doing hand motions, and it's full Game of Thrones all of a sudden. Like he's doing full, not Game of Thrones, Wheel of Time, and he's like controlling water, and you're like, oh my God, how does every vampire have like a little trick? Like, how do they get these powers?
Oh, Edward says, he's like, how do I read people's thoughts? How does Alice have his visions? Nobody knows. We don't know. We just get this stuff when we turn vamp. There's like no logic.
Well, I also think it's kind of like they go around the world with Renesmee, who's like the savior. So all of the people have to bear witness to the savior child that is going to bring in
frankincense and myrrh. Yes.
But Bella, besides being the Messiah, she has one little gift too.
Oh, she has the best gift of all the gifts, obviously, because she's the best vamp that ever existed.
Besides punching rocks. Punching rocks is the second one.
But that's a great gift. That's still a great
What
gift.
if that was her only gift? Well, Bella's gift is punching rocks.
She can punch the shit out of those rocks, dude. Have you seen her? But her gift is a shield. She's a shield. And that explains why Edward could never read her mind before.
When he said that, because he was like, in front of everybody, he's like, oh, I guess that's why I couldn't read your mind. And everyone's like, sure, Edward, you sweet simpleton. She wasn't even a vamp before that. This was before she was a vamp. You couldn't read her mind. They all kind of looked down like side-eye, like, oh yeah, that's it. That's it, Edward. Yep.
You got it. Nailed it.
That's again like a little Stephanie Meyer, little tingle of a gift. It's like, that's why he's like, I couldn't read your mind before.
You already had pre-vamp powers.
You already had pre-vamp powers.
That's
exactly
how I know you were meant to be a vamp.
It's so fucking stupid.
It was amazing. And I should also say that they just throw this line in there because there are so many vampires coming to Forks. All of a sudden, all the natives, all the little boys start turning into wolves because it's like gotta be a ratio that's fair, I suppose, I guess. So it's like if there's X amount of vampires, like X amount of wolves have to exist.
They're
so
only
all these little boys are just like turning into wolves.
Sam's like, fuck, I gotta get more of these. He's just going and turning every 12-year-old boy in the town. You want to come live on a reservation and kind of eat muffins?
We got a lot of muffins, dude.
And the funny thing I can picture, though, is I just picture all of the boys, like, on an arbitrary line, like, just looking at the vampires come in as wolves. They're like, we can't go past this line, but... oh, I really want to go past this line. There's, like, a line of wolves. If we could cross this arbitrary boundary, we'd kill you. And like, as people in the town, they're probably like, wow, there's a lot. It's International Nasty Girl Day. There's so many. There's literally an Amazonian coming in. Like, why?
Nobody's asking any questions about the huge influx of people from around the world coming. It's like, no, it's
just one of Carlisle's crazy parties, am I right?
Speaking of the land denotation and how that there's the tribal land and you can't cross it, this is just a quick side note because Alice is not here for any of this. And this is why one day Sam walks up to everyone at the Carlisle house and he has a little note. And he's like, Alice and Jasper crossed our lands earlier today, and they wrote me this note to hand it to you. So this is for you. And so she's like, you guys do your thing, gather your witnesses. Jasper and I will be back later. Nobody knows where they went. Nobody knows why.
Oh, yeah. This is a good point that you bring this up because this was a big one.
And so this whole time that there's this gathering of these international vamps, Alice and Jasper are nowhere to be found. We do not know where they are, where they went, why they're gone. Nothing. So just FYI.
Nada, nothing. So now that we've gone on this international Messiah tour for the true believers to lay eyes on the
Savior baby,
Renesmee Messiah, Savior baby, and they have chosen the correct path. They have chosen the path of good and decided to come back and be this person's witness in this battle. Mm-hmm. That's not going to be a battle. It's just going to be, we saw her. Hey, we see her. She's definitely not a vampire.
Just go down the line. Did you see her?
I did.
Did you see her?
I did.
Did you see her? Did you see her?
I did.
Did you see her?
I did.
Did you see her?
I did.
Did you see her?
I did, mate.
What about you? You don't seem like you saw her.
I did. I see a little sweet treat over there. She is a very sweet treat. That sounds weird in context, but Katie sent me something today about this German picking out sweet treats, and it had me laughing. My little sweet treats. So they've all come, and again, you have no sense of time, how they're getting there. We've dug that into the ground, but maybe because they're so cool and vampire-like that nobody actually wants to stay in Carlisle's huge house, so they all just convene like in the woods around a fire.
But, there's two things we forgot to say. One, there is a backup plan for Renesmee. So they're prepping for this thing that they hope will not be a battle, will just be a list of witnesses, might turn into a battle. But their backup plan is that Renesmee and Jacob have fake passports and they can leave the country, and it's going to be Jacob's job to be her caregiver and then her lover and husband.
Oh,
so that's not weird at all.
Yeah. Oh.
It's not weird at all.
I just don't know how Bella and Edward could have signed off on that.
Imprinting.
No one else could have taken her?
Not Charlie. Nope.
Yeah, right? Not Charlie. Not fucking Bella's mom. Nobody.
Also, Bella's mom's not in this movie at all. I was like, what the hell happened to Bella's mom? She just left and never came back. She never came back.
No. She's not that baseball player, dude. She's in Florida just doing her thing.
Doesn't care she has a grandkid. It's just like, whatever's happening is not my problem. So they're...
The second plan.
Yeah, well, it's not really a plan. It just made me laugh because... in the process of all this gathering, Edward and Bella and Jacob, of course, and Renesmee go to have just a nice, chill Christmas at Charlie's house.
Before the Volturi come, before that snow sticks.
And they're like Bella and Edward are looking out the window, and Bella's like,
The snow is sticking.
the snow is sticking to the ground.
Shit.
And Edward's like,
Yeah, we still have today.
yeah, but we still got today. It's fine.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes Alice is vague.
They're coming to kill us all, but
Sometimes Alice gets it wrong, you know? Did she say snow sticks or snows stick? There's a big difference. If it was snows sticks, then we don't have time. But this seems to me like just a snow stick situation.
yes, there's lots of it could be up in the air. But we also just want to open presents. So let's just do that. Okay. Don't worry about it. Let's just chill.
Because vampires care about holidays. And they also, with this whole Christmas thing, they do not want Carlisle here, guys.
Charlie.
Or, sorry, Charlie.
Don't bring Carlisle into this.
They do not want Charlie here because they don't want him to be like, who's the Volturi? What's happening? He's all still shaken up after seeing Jacob turn into a wolf. So they're like, okay, Charlie, here's a 5-day package spa day. Get out of here. Boom. Charlie's gone. No more Charlie.
That's their problem solving. Never mind that there's going to be if this goes to battle, there's going to be a big pile of vamps and wolf bodies in this giant field. He's never going to hear from Bella and Edward again, but that 5-day trip's going to take care of that whole plot hole.
They're not going to leave a note. They're not going to tell him anything. They are the fucking worst, and Charlie got so screwed. And I would also like to say that Jacob, throughout this whole movie, he got fucked too. Like, he used to be kind of the he was kind of like the hot, rebel guy on the motorcycle. And then he just turned into this nanny, this nagging nanny, leech that just hangs off of them. Like, they really did him dirty, dude. He was like an okay guy.
They did. Because I said in those first two movies, I was Team Jacob.
Yeah, I kind of was too. But not after seeing this. He just turned into a nanny, whiny bitch. And also the whole imprinting thing is they fucked him over. And Charlie, poor guys.
The imprinting nanny was not a great way to go.
Not a cute look for Jacob.
So they enjoy their Christmas.
You having an okay time?
Because I was trying to think of what happens, but they just leave Christmas celebrations. They send Charlie on his way. They're like, by the way, Charlie, this is
always time for Christmas.
Not refundable, so you cannot get out of this. We've already called your work. We've arranged for it. There's nothing you can do about it. You are leaving for 5 days. Do not ask us any questions.
And he's the only cop in town, so when this whole battle goes down, who's going to be there to protect who?
True, no more law enforcement. They don't need law enforcement hanging around.
He comes back and everybody's dead, and he's like, wild animals.
There's been a lot more wolves popping up as of late for whatever reason. I'm not going to ask any questions about it.
I think Jacob should have undressed in front of Charlie, and Charlie been like, I kind of like this. And then they have a whole subplot. It would have really made both their characters redeemable.
And then Edward would have been jealous because he was thinking about Jacob the whole time on the honeymoon. So then he sees Charlie and Jacob, and he's like, oh, fuck, I was really, really feeling it for Jacob, and now Charlie's involved. So then that turns into a love triangle between Charlie and Jacob and Edward.
Oh, a double love triangle.
Then they bust out Bella right out of that thing. They're like, we don't need you. Go punch rocks. We don't give a shit.
Punching those rocks.
After they celebrate Christmas, all the vampires gather in the forest together. You don't know where they are in the forest, how long it took them to get there, if they traveled there for a while because they're going to meet in a specific field. We don't know who designated the field.
They also build a giant bonfire and they don't need heat because they're vampires. I feel like that's just ambiance. You know, one of the vampires was like, this will just add ambiance.
Yes, they're like, we may not need it, but it will set the mood so we can tell our battle tales.
You can't tell battle tales unless you're in front of a fire, sitting on a log.
Duh.
It just doesn't work.
So they're just enjoying this time, prepping for if they have to go to battle, they'll be ready. They would prefer if that's not what it devolved into, but they're ready for any scenario. Then on the sidelines, you have Carlisle and Edward standing there, and Edward's like, man, I can't help but think that none of these people would be about to die if I hadn't have fallen in love
Possibly
with a
about to die.
human.
Oh, sorry,
Possibly
ruined the
about to
joke.
die.
Possibly about to die. Allegedly, possibly about to die. Okay, say it one more time.
Man, I really can't help but think all these people, they're gonna die just because I fell in love with a human.
Edward. He says, like, thank you for being my fake dad. Thank you for giving me all of this.
Yeah, Carlisle's like, it's fine. We all have something to fight for. I also have stuff to fight for. Pan over to the fake family. And then Edward's like, by the way, Carlisle, for the last 100 years, I have never said thank you. Thank you for this extraordinary life. And Carlisle's like clapping away at his laptop. He's like, just finishing these notes because you kids don't get a job. But thank you.
Yeah, good. Pats him on the back, throws a baseball at him.
He does literally pat him on the back, which also made me laugh because Edward's trying his hardest to have this heartfelt moment, and he just puts his hand on his
Carlisle's
shoulder.
just like, I feel things too. It okay, don't be cry.
So next morning, it's happening.
All right, so it's the day. It's the final hour. You've got the true believers that have seen the Messiah baby, and then you've got the Volturi, who all have matching cloaks, beautiful matching cloaks. They're like velvet, very chunky too. It'd be very hard to move in those if you were to be in a battle.
Every time I see them moving around in their cloaks, I'm like, did they fly like this? Did they get on an airplane like this?
No, the person who sent the welcome notes, the HR assistant who sent the welcome notes to Bella, she also sent out a memo, calligraphy written. Don't forget your black velvet drape coats and be sure to put them on as soon as the snow sticks because shit's going to get crazy. And you know they all woke up that morning and they're like, oh, fuck, the snow stuck. It's here. We have to fight now.
But did they take a plane to get from Italy to Forks and they all wore their cloaks on the plane?
Okay, you have really been stuck up on how these vampires get around. I have told you many times, I don't know.
I need to know, are they going through the water? Are they walking through the ocean? Are they taking boats? Are they on cruise ships? What is happening?
You have asked that about every single vampire that has come in.
Because think about the logic. How are they getting from the Amazon to Forks? How are they getting from Brazil to Forks? How are they getting from Germany?
So as something that is a brief side note, just to continue this conversation, when they're doing Renesmee's backup plan and packing for her to go to Brazil, possibly, they pull out stacks and stacks of cash. And so you're thinking to yourself, vampires always have money. I'm sure they rented like a private jet. And
that's probably
you know what? You know fucking Carlisle and Arrow got some investments in the airline company. But I do understand where you're coming from because they have super speed all the time. And you're thinking, can they just use that super speed to travel anywhere? Because they're technically like going faster than an airplane would be able to travel, right? But maybe they get worn out. Maybe they can only do it for like a little bit of time. And then they're like, okay. Even then, they could still get there pretty fast.
Even when Bella and Edward decide to go gather the relatives that are up north, they take the Volvo. Like, they don't run up there. They take the drive. It's a road trip for everyone. So
well, you got your answer. The Volturi are all renting Volvos. They get on Arrow's private jet.
But then how do they get over the ocean? That's my other thing.
Yeah, and then like when they're going through customs, like I know they have a fake passport, but you'd have so many like stamps. Like there's no backup. It would be kind of hard to be like immortal.
It'd be traveling would be a nightmare.
They've got like a passport from like old world Prussia. They're like, this
it's
doesn't
like
exist
leather
anymore.
bound.
This country doesn't exist anymore.
They're like, I don't think this is actually part of the world anymore. Are you know where you're coming from?
Yes.
They're like, no, look at this medallion I have. That's pretty cool. Anyway, they're all gathering in this field. Okay, so you have all of the Volturi.
It is a field, but it looks like a glacier.
It's because it's covered. The snow is stuck.
Yeah.
You've got all the Volturi on one side with their cloaks. You've got all the believers in the Messiah on the other side in their cool business casual clothing. They're all dressed like this for a possible battle, which I just love. Wearing their best boots, best vest,
casual
best
blazers.
leather.
And they're all,
yes,
the Volturi are all standing in lines, like army, like Roman lines, not the believers. The believers are in tight little pockets of people.
Well, because where they came
out.
from.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Alaskans stay over here, Germans over here. So they all stay in their little pockets from around the world in their stereotypical clothing. And they're all about 50 meters apart from each other. So not the most intimidating, but again, they're just bearing witness. So
they're not there to fight. They're not an army, okay?
You're right.
So Carlisle comes up to Arrow and he's like, man to man, just so you know, this baby is half human. See all these vampires that are spread out, but in cliques? They're here to witness. They've all watched this little half vamp, half human baby. They know. They can tell you. Just go down the line. Ask them. That's
go ahead.
What
ask the Germans.
For.
Ask the Germans.
Go ahead. Do it.
Oh, the people from Japan? Ask them.
Ask them.
They know.
Ask them. See those Amazonians? Ask them. Go ahead. Ask them.
They just stare at him.
they just stare. The baby comes over. Arrow touches the baby. And he gives the weirdest,
that
creepiest
fucking laugh, dude.
Laugh.
And Arrow, by the way, I know we don't like to do so much observational, but the wig and the makeup.
Oh, they did him dirty.
Anyway, when he does this, it's kind of like almost like this weird method acting thing. It's so out of place for the movie. It's so bizarre, and it really just gives me the total creeps.
He telepathically communicates with the baby, and then he's like, this is very...
Oh, that was very close.
Strange.
That was very
It was
close.
good, though, huh? I practiced. And so he turns to his brother, Arrow does, and he's like, hey, they're actually telling the truth. This baby is half human. And the brother's like, well, what about what Arena said? And he's like, okay, so you're calling me a liar because I literally just read her mind. Okay, do you really want to call me a liar right now? So then Arena gets brought up, and Arena's like, oh, shit. I was standing on a mountaintop kind of
let's
far
back up.
away.
So, okay. So I was out. There was a mountain far away, and I was just out walking my dog, thinking about Laurent, and I just happened to use my vampire vision to zoom in, and I saw Bella that day throwing this child in the air, and I may have jumped to some conclusions, but I swear I got a feeling. That she was a vamp baby. I swear I saw fangs.
My vampire power is not great. Oh, I can zoom in.
So I'm not an Alice, all right? So I can't fucking see things. So I'm not fucking Remy Malek, so I can't bend water, okay? I'm doing my best, okay? So I'm not a freaking shield, okay? So I'm not a freaking shield. So I'm not an Amazon that can look at people and make them believe whatever they want, okay? I'm just Irina, okay?
I told you what I saw. I thought they broke the rule. I saw was a baby flying through the air, and I thought they made a vamp, okay? I told you. I was trying to follow the rules. She's very regretting this. And so she turns to the Cullens and she's like, sorry, guys. But the Volturi, they have no empathy, okay? Because they immediately rip her head off, light her on fire. Because on top of all of this cloaks and traveling and all everything, they've also brought with them a torch. Just a burning torch to the field. You never know when you need to light a vamp body on fire. They're absolutely prepared.
I mean, the Volturi at this state, no pun intended, they've got bloodlust. They don't really care either way. They're just looking for an excuse to kill the Cullens at this point.
It's kind of chaos because they've killed Arena. And then they're like everybody on the Cullens, the right side is like, they're like, we don't want to start a war here.
We're just here to witness. We are just here to bear witness. We're just here to bear witness.
So then, out of nowhere,
dun,
our favorite little pixie dream girl comes in.
It's Alice and Alice is back. They come running up. She comes running up from, by the way, like really far away. And she's like, wait. And she's like,
you don't even hear her.
Can't, and you see like a little thing in the background, and she's just running, and you're like, dude, Alice, use your super speed. But maybe she didn't get it. Anyway, she runs all the way up, and she's like,
you're right. She does walk slowly instead of using her vampire speed.
But she also, her and Jasper
strolls up from a distance.
come from way far behind, and she's like, wait. wait. And then they watch her slowly make her way up to the Volturi. And so she's like, believe whatever you want, but read my mind because my mind tells the truth.
She's like, I have proof that this baby's not going to hurt
I have
anybody.
proof, for sure.
So Arrow does his little like...
touches Alice's forehead.
And they hold hands for a while, okay?
My dear Alice, we're so glad to see you here after all.
I have evidence the child won't be a risk to our kind. Let me show you.
So he touches her head, and they pause for a moment for Arrow to do his thing. And then she's like, wait a second. It doesn't matter what I show you, does it?
No.
You're just going to do your thing because you want to kill the Cullens so fucking bad. You've been waiting for this day.
Yep.
You've been thinking about it. You've been waiting for the technicality.
Yeah, Alice,
now
look
you think
behind
you got
me.
it.
You think I brought the fucking entire Volturi to come and see you guys bear witness? Like, of course.
To see witnesses?
Yeah.
No.
No, girl. Come on.
This was a lot of plane tickets. And our administrative assistant worked very hard to coordinate our flights. So we all came for a reason, Alice.
And the snow has been stuck for a while, so I'm even behind schedule. Okay.
No, we even gave you
on
a little bit
glacier right
extra
now.
time.
So this is where, shit goes down. She kicks him. Oh, Carlisle jumps up. And you guys, for 45 minutes, we get the most epic battle of your life.
But what precedes the battle, okay? So she kicks Arrow, and then Jacob makes a run for it with Renesmee on his back, so they get the hell out of
They're
Dodge.
going to Brazil.
Then Carlisle and Arrow go head-to-head. They leap into the air. They meet each other in the air. And by the time they reach the ground, Arrow has Carlisle's head in his hand.
Like,
so then it's like, oh, that's the end. They all go crazy.
Oh, shit's getting real.
Yes.
But then again, you have Remy Malek's little character like punching the ground and splitting up the ground. And I'm like, why didn't you just do that before? Like, just do that.
That's what I said. That's already half an hour into the battle.
Yes, half an hour into the battle, he decides to
and he's
crack.
like, oh yeah, I should create an earthquake.
I'm like, dude, you can manipulate water, create an ice wall. Like, and everybody has these powers, and like, Amazonian girl just sits there and stares.
She's staring at everyone.
everybody.
This is not a battle. We're all at a spa enjoying ourselves. This is not
Because they can
a violent
also, but that's a good
brawl.
point, because they can also like affect multiple people at once. Because as we learned from Bella's dope ass power of being the shield, she can like shield other groups of people at one point. So I'm wondering if Amazonian could technically do that. She's just like, okay, Volturi,
Maybe.
we are looking into my eyes, but like, it's wolves are dying. The werewolves come back because they're just like ready to fight this battle. Leah, I think, dies.
Oh, Leah, maybe Seth. I can't remember.
I think Seth, like multiple people are
They
dying.
throw
I mean,
Dakota
it's-
Fanning to a wolf.
Oh,
She gets eaten.
literally feed her to the wolves. Anyway, this battle goes on for a long time, and you just know this is it. This is the final one. Is Edward gonna die? Is Bella gonna die? Like, what's gonna happen?
But then Stephanie Myers, you bitch.
You
Whoever made
bitch.
this movie, you
dumb
bitch.
Oh, you bitch.
I want to rip all of your heads off and light you on fire with a torch because after you've watched and invested in half an hour of this battle thinking Carlisle, the fake dad of all dads, has passed away, you are heart-wrenched. You're like, what the fuck is happening? Everything I know about good and bad and dark and light and the Volturi and the good and the Messiah is not true. And then it all ends. And it was a vision, you guys. We get right back to Alice and Arrow shaking hands, and it was just a vision.
That's right. And guess what? It spooked Arrow. It spooked him. He got spooked.
Alice goes,
Now you know that's your future, unless you decide on another course.
so yeah, now you know that's your future if you don't change your mind.
Mic drop. Mic
Yes.
drop.
The mic has dropped.
He's like, round up. Let's go back home. Drinks on me.
Then the brother is like, but wait. Also, we still need to kill him because they're consorting with wolves, and that's against
He's
the
like,
rules.
you know what?
That's against the rules.
Give it up, bud. Let's just go.
So then, in her last effort, she could have just done this from the fucking beginning. But after the 30-minute battle, after the vision, after everything, then Alice is like, come on out, guys, come on out. So this native dude from Brazil, in his loincloth comes out.
With his mom.
With his
who's also full glammed.
aunt mother.
She's glammed out. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but she's also from the Amazon. And Alice is like, he's half-half.
Did it. Found him.
He's half-half.
Tell him.
Go tell him.
Tell him you're half-half. Do it.
He's like, I'm half-half. Hey, I'm half-half. See? You need a vision to see that? Huh? You need a vision to see
Do I
that?
have to show you that? I'm right here. I'm right in front of your eyes. Arrow's like, okay, well, tell me this then if you're half-half. What do you eat?
Chicken.
And he's like, blood and food. And he's like, okay, well, okay, if you're half-half, then
Where do you sleep?
how old are you?
Where do you sleep? I sleep only on day beds from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Okay. All right. Well, let's do another one. How do you smell? What do you smell? He's like, well, I smell...
Can you smell those wolves?
I smell dogs, but only to a little bit. Okay. All right. I got another one for you. How do you get around? Huh?
Can you go fast? Can you go fast?
Can you go fast?
Show me how fast you can go.
What's your power? Well, I don't have one because I'm half human.
Okay. You got me there? You got me there?
Sparkling water or still? Trick question.
He's like, it's all sparkling because I'm a vamp.
Oh, that's a trick question. Because we don't need water. We're vamps. 45 minutes of him just asking questions.
Just quizzing this dude.
What do you look like in the sun? What do you look like in the sun? Skin sparkle? Hey, your skin sparkle? Okay.
All right. Show me your skin. Show it to me right now. Come step in the sun. I want to see it. He only has kind of sparkle.
Kind
like
of-
just half of him sparkles.
Like half of it. It's kind of a dull sparkle.
Okay. And so he's like, well, how old are you? And he's like, 150. Okay. So how old were you when you reached full maturity? And he's like, I was 7. And he's like, okay. I'm going to give up. This all sounds legit. This is fair. And then he's like, who's this? He's like, my aunt. She raised me because my mom got seduced by a vampire. So she died giving birth to me. My aunt raised me. I was able to turn her. This was a twist for me. Even though he's only half vamp, he was still somehow able to turn his aunt.
Oh, because Stephanie Meyers wanted to make this an empire. She wanted to make 400.
Yes.
She wants this to be
Yes.
a million movies.
Which also, we mentioned this earlier. This is also why I think Stephanie Meyers did throw in that he reached full maturity at 7, because then it wasn't as creepy when Jacob starts dating freaking Renesmee.
Oh, I
in
know
7
that's why
years
she
from
made...
now.
Because we're still wondering why
So-
Renesmee grows so fast. It doesn't make full sense. But Caden says that
Right.
it's because they, your peak physical human maturity.
That's my
you
theory.
hit
I don't have
that
any
very
authority
quickly.
on this. I just in my
That's just a
theory.
theory.
You're like, well, Caden says.
So needless to say, it's over, guys. There's no big war. Everything's fine. Everything's cool. Jacob did not leave with Renesmee.
When they pack up to leave, when Arrow has to get all of his people rounded back up to leave, I was just cracking up because he's like, all right, guys, well, no harm, no foul. Nothing's going on here. Never mind. We got all geared up for battle. Let's just go on home. And they all leave. But then we go back to the Cullens house. And this is where you see a little glimpse of Alice's half-assed vision into the future, because they want to throw this in there before the movie ends. She's watching Edward and Bella and Renesmee play, and she gets a quick flash forward. And Renesmee is a grown woman on the beach with Jacob. They're being romantic.
Oh, God, I forgot about that.
Yes.
Jesus
And so they're
Christ.
having this little romance moment, and then Bella and Edward come up and everyone hugs. So you're like, okay, that's their
Everything's
future.
happy.
Jacob
It's
ends up with
great. That's
Renesmee,
bizarre.
whatever. So then what you're talking about, though, the very, very last scene, is we are back in the epic flower field where it all began.
Oh, and they're just having one of their dumb Bella and Edward conversations.
No one loves you more than me. That's not true. I love you more than you love me. No, I love you more.
I'm gonna punch a rock. And the movie ends.
Colin, the movie doesn't end yet because what does she do? She goes, let me show you something. And then she projects a slideshow
Of
into
the
his
whole
mind.
Twilight movie.
Of
You're
their
right.
whole lives.
That's dumb. I forgot about it. Let me show you something, because I also am a shield, but I have powers to project because I'm
Yes.
Bella. And you guys,
Yes.
it's the entire Twilight. It's to the same song that opened with
Mhm.
1,000 years. And it's just all the moments. It's so dumb.
This is what was cracking me up, Colin, because if you think about this logistically, from the time they met to the time they're in this field has been
3
maybe
months.
2 years. Tops 3 years or 2 years.
I mean,
so it's
I don't even know if
she's
it's been
showing
2
him
years.
us. She's
No, 'cause
showing him us
She went to go to school.
junior
remember?
year, senior year, I
No,
guess.
the last of
and
her
then-
senior year.
But the first movie was junior year because she starts her senior year in the second
Oh,
one.
you're
when
right.
he
You're right.
leaves
You're right.
her.
You're right. So it
Mhm.
has been.
So I was thinking she's showing him a slideshow of 2 years ago. It's not that long.
It's been a long time for us, though.
She's like, remember this, Edward? Remember this happened 2 years ago? Remember this? Remember this? remember when you saved me? Remember this too? Remember this? And then so he's like, will you show me again? And she's like, we got nothing
Yeah, I guess
but
we will. We've got
time.
eternity, dude. We don't have jobs. Nobody knows what we do. You can barely play the piano. Yeah, I've got the
We
rest
can
of
just
eternity.
watch
Let's
this
just
slideshow of
this
our
shit
first 2
over
years
and
knowing
over.
each other indefinite. And now the Volturi are out of our hair. There's no threats at all
And now
whatsoever.
my ex-lover is going to marry my baby vampire. Everything's cool.
We're made in the shade from now on, guys. This is smooth sailing. But that's it. That's it. It all comes to a conclusion. Never needed to happen.
None of it needed to happen.
Nothing about it made any sense.
Alice could have just picked up the phone. This could have all been taken care of.
We could have not seen a fucking 30-minute make-believe battle that you tried to fake us out and make us believe Carlisle died. That was manipulative, and I will never forgive it. These movies are already terrible, but that was unforgivable. That was unforgivable.
It was. But she's a genius. That's what geniuses do.
So, yeah, we're at the end. So what we'll say is 2 things. We are getting ready to start up our next season soon, and we're also getting ready to start a Patreon. Both are exciting things. So stick with us for those adventures.
It is really exciting. Patreon's an exciting thing. I have no idea how it works, but I'm excited for it.
We're trying to decide what content to put on Patreon, and we've thrown around a couple of ideas. We've thought about doing a series like the OC. We've thought about doing a special couple of episodes where we expound on the vampire lore. So doing a couple, like Colin was talking about doing Queen of the Damned. And just kind of closing up these vampire adventures.
I don't know, though. I'm vamped out. I might be too vamped out.
We might be. We
After
might have to
Twilight.
come back to the vamps later.
Might.
Do them later,
I
just
can't,
not right now.
my book is so filled with lore. I don't have space for any more lore.
There's no more
There's no
space for
more
lore. I'm
lore.
drowning in it. So anyway, if you have thoughts about that, let us know. Because we're still trying to decide. In the meantime, thank you for the people who have gone out of their way to write some new reviews for us.
Thank you so much. And
share.
so many nice things on Instagram and so much love. And it's been so fun. Yeah, thank you so much.
It's been great. So yeah, we haven't decided what we're coming back with yet.
Stay tuned for season 7.
Your eye out because it's going to be good. Whatever. It's 8, season 8.
Oh, shit. The vampire lord's clouded my brain.
I know.
All right,
so,
bye.
Yeah, keep your eyeballs out. Bye.
You nicknamed my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster?